All right, what's up, everybody? It's your boy J.A. here with another Talk About It video. All right, so we're gonna talk about the big news that's happening right now. So we're gonna talk about this dude named Enes Kanter. All right, so those of you who watch NBA, you already know who he is. And those of you who don't know that he was a former NBA player, I'm pretty sure you're gonna know now because he H E just declared for the WNBA draft of 2027. Look, man, I don't want to get political. I don't want to get, you know what I'm saying, but we got to call a spade a spade. You know, I understand what he's doing by doing this, but I feel like it's just a shame that we're at this point in our society where like we got a full grown man trolling the WNBA saying that since you said as long as a person declares themselves as a woman that they can be entered in the WNBA draft. I mean, if that doesn't blow your mind, then I don't know. Like, it's crazy out here. I'm gonna just keep it at that. So yeah, go ahead and leave your comments below as to what y'all think about this. But in my opinion, it's just a shame. Like he's literally making a mockery of the WNBA and its rules when it comes to like transgender. I mean, it's not even a rule, but it's like the fact that you can just declare yourself as a woman and you're thinking about entering the WNBA draft is crazy. And I didn't watch the whole video because I mean the whole thing was just goofy. I mean, I'm not about to sit here and pay attention to something that's like as goofy as that. You feel me? Like I feel like I got, you know what I'm saying? But it is a big topic because a couple of days ago, the head coach of the Minnesota Lynx wore a shirt that says, trans something, trans people are, accepted or whatever, or you know what I'm saying, inclusive, whatever. So, a lot of people have been talking about this Sophie Cunningham of the Indiana Fever. She's a WNBA player. She talked about how, like, there shouldn't be any transgender men who transition to, like, men who transition to be a woman. This is crazy. I'm even talking about this. Like, as I'm sitting here talking about it, I'm just like, I can't believe I'm talking about this right now. But it's a big topic, so you know how it goes. A logarithm, yeah, all that. But here's the main thing, like she said a couple of days ago, like she we need to protect the young girls, and I actually agree with her wholeheartedly because like you can't have like someone who was born a man transition to a woman and says they here see, look, she wants to compete in the WNBA. I don't think it should work like that, in my honest opinion, because I feel like you're still a man. You still have that biological nature of a man. Whether you think in your head or your spirit that you are a woman, you are still a biological man. I don't think people understand like you can't do that. Like it just doesn't make sense because I have not seen no woman who transitioned to a man say she wanna enter the NBA. It's not gonna happen. You do not have the genetics to compete in the NBA, regardless if you transition from a woman to a man. I think that's common sense. So the fact that Sophie Cunningham is getting all this backlash is crazy to me because common sense is what I believe in. It's damn near a religion at this point for me because it's like you can't go against the natural law of the world. It is what it is. Like I get you may feel one day you want to be this or that, but in real reality where it's just concrete, everybody's gonna look at you as a what whatever you were born as. So if you're a man, everybody's gonna look at you as a man, regardless if you get implants, you get your, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, like it don't matter. I feel like it just doesn't matter to me whether you are transitioning or not. You should not be allowed to play against like biological women. I just think that's unfair to me because I feel like what sense does that make? And then you're gonna open Pandora's box. So basically, he's just trolling. In my opinion, is he serious? There's no way, but he's trolling. He's always been a controversial type of player. Even when he was in the NBA, I think that's why he got exiled from the NBA because he took a lot of controversial opinions. And I feel like, this is a like a way to just make a mockery of the WNBA. And I just feel like I don't blame them, bro, because it's getting out of hand. And if somebody doesn't really say something, like, we're just gonna allow like foolishness to happen. So it is what it is. I feel like we need to speak out and be real. Like, there's nothing wrong. Like, if you want to live your life the way you want to live your life, that's cool. But what I'm saying is, when it comes to these little girls who actually like want to be competitive amongst other girls and women, like, you can't have a biological man who transitioned to a woman like competing against like women, bro. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. Like, we saw it in the Olympics and that looked nasty. Like, you're a man fighting a woman. Like, this is nasty what we're doing in today's society. And I don't understand how we can just sit here and just like allow that to happen. In my opinion, we're going crazy. Like, and that's why like I am the way I am. Like, I just be secluded from all that because it's crazy out here. You know what I'm saying? So, look, man, like, leave your comments below. Let me know what y'all think about this whole situation. I think he's trolling. Obviously, he's not going to declare. I mean, there's no way they're going to sit here and let him declare. And even if he does, like, you know what I'm saying, enter the draft, a team is not going to pick him up. You feel me? So it's kind of like, now, if they do, it's going to be crazy. But hey, man, you got a lot of people support. They're like fake supporting it because they really trolling. But what I'm saying is like the fact that we have something like this going on is come on, where, like, what's up, man? I know they made a movie back in the day, back in the day called Joanna Man. So like we've seen like a visual. Maybe they were trying to like program our brains into thinking that this could be a possibility. But like, come on now, we're not doing that. We are not doing that. There's no way in reality that a biological man should be playing against or competing against biological women. Come on, man. Like, what are we doing? So that's it. It is what it is. It was crazy. It was funny to me. It was goofy to me. Like, the fact that he went out of his way to try to like make a video. I mean, it is what it is. I don't blame him, but like, come on, bro. What are we doing? So, all right, that's it for this video. Stay tuned for another video. We're gonna talk about the incoming rookies, in the in the NBA. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that later. So, hey, like, comment, share, subscribe, leave your comments. Let me know what you think, and then yeah, see you in the next one. Peace.